Welcome back, Storm fans. I am Bryant Cook, and today we're playing Rotpriest or Toxic Storm in Legacy. If you're a follower of this channel, you might have noticed that this deck was actually uploaded last week for Modern. You can find that video in the card above. That video is actually at 19,000 views as I record this video. Holy moly, can't believe it. It's already on its way to passing our second most viewed video, maybe even our first in a month or so. Super excited. Thank you to everyone that watched and checked out that video, and if you haven't, you definitely should. Well, today we're playing the Legacy port. It's a little bit different. You don't necessarily need rituals in this version because so many of your spells are lower to the ground. We have Lotus Petal, which obviously isn't available in Modern. And then on top of that, we have Elvish Spirit Guide that you can get with Summoner's Pact. We have a Green Sun Zenith package, so that way we have 12 ways of finding our Venerated Rotpriest. By the way, what does this do? It's a brand new card from Phyrexia, All Will Be One. It's a 1-mana Phyrexian Dryad that's a 1/2, has Toxic 1, so whenever it deals damage to a player, they gain 1 poison counter. And whenever a creature you control would become target of a spell, target opponent gets a poison counter. Okay, so it has to be the target of a spell. Interesting. So Ground Rift, which says target creature without flying can't block this turn, targets it. Typically you would use this on your opponent's creatures so they can't block, but here we're targeting our own creatures. And then it has Storm, which says you copy this for each spell played this turn. So the idea is to play a whole bunch of spells and then cast Ground Rift targeting your own Rotpriest. Your opponent will gain that many poison counters. Pretty cool. So ideally you would have 10 spells Rotpriest in play and then you cast the Ground Rift. Well, if you actually have multiple copies of Rotpriest, it doubles. So if you have 2 Rotpriests, you only need 5 Storm for the Ground Rift. Grape Shot works the same way. Your spell doesn't even need to resolve, it just has to target them. Really awesome. So we're playing some powerful Legacy cards and, to assist this combo that's legal in Modern. So Veil of Summer is legal in Modern to protect your stuff, but in Legacy we get Allosaurus Shepherd, which is an amazing Summoner's Pact or Green Sun Zenith target. We get Sylvan Safekeeper to make sure that our creature lives. This build gets to be much more focused. The Modern build, I think the strength of a lot of combo decks is their ability to pivot. So when you look at the list that I uploaded in Modern, it has Breach combo in it. You can just win naturally with Grape Shot. You have Empty the Warrens in the sideboard. You have Blood Moon. You have Gigantha. Here in Legacy, we're all in. We're going all in on Rotpriest because the core of the deck allows it. We have the consistency behind Green Sun Zenith, for example, and we just get to be a little bit more focused. There's other builds in Modern that play pump spells. I think those things are kind of a trap personally, but people are welcome to play them. I think the biggest pickup from going to Legacy is that we get both Ponder and Brainstorm to smooth out our draws, create Storm, find those missing pieces. It's going to be great. If you have any thoughts, comments, questions, suggestions, whatever, put those down below. I always do my best to answer those, but I think I've covered everything I have to say. I just kind of want to hop in and play some Magic the Gathering tonight, so I hope you don't mind. I'll see you in the first round. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. You can also show your support by becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks such as badges, emotes, exclusive members-only content, and access to our members Discord section. As you increase the tiers, there are other rewards such as shop discounts, sideboard guides, early access to videos, and even free donation decks. Click the join button down below to find out more. We also have other ways you can support us, such as theepicstorm.com/shop or submitting a donation deck via theepicstorm.com/donation decks. That's enough for now. Let's play some Magic. Welcome to the first match. We're on the draw. I have no idea what our opponent's playing. So we've opened up the Storm spell, Ground Rift. For some reason it's not zooming. There we go. So we've opened up double of these. We have Elvish Spirit Guide. We have a land. But in general, I think this hand, like having Dried Arbor in your hand's a little awkward. You don't necessarily need 2 Storm spells. We have no blue source for either cantrip. Mulligan. This is likely just a better hand. We'll keep this. Get rid of the Green Sun. Misty Rainforest, and they're passing. Take a draw. Good one. Alright, so we're going to use Wooded Foothills. Let's go grab Volcanic. Ponder. I like all of these. Pass the turn. Looted Delta. Okay. We're going to draw the other Lotus Petal. We'll play Misty and just pass. Watery Grave, so they're on Shadow. They cast a Brainstorm. Okay. Brainstorm has resolved. Shadow's interesting because we're not a deck that really deals damage. We do have Grape Shot in our deck, but not typically how we plan on winning. They put themselves to 14. Land for turn. They play a Ponder. They did not shuffle. Thoughtseize. I'm going to attempt to respond with a Brainstorm. Get rid of these, I suppose. I'm going to Veil, but we're going to get hit by a Daze or a Force here. I'm hoping by fetching a Tropical instead of Taiga that they think that we're on a fair deck. Cast the Veil of Summer. And it resolves. Wow. Was not expecting that. Okay, so they have 5 in hand. They're fetching. They're grabbing Overgrown Tomb. So they're splashing green, which is unique. And there's a Shadow. They have 4 in hand. Draw. Let's fetch. Let's grab a Taiga. Play Manamorphose. Green and red. Ooh, another land. That's brutal. Manamorphose. Green, red. So in theory, we could go for it here. We would lose to a Snuff Out. Venerated Rotpriest. Cast Ground Rift targeting the Rotpriest. So that happens. Okay, so we'll target. They get some more poison counters. Save targets. Auto yield. Okay, a little nervous here. Okay, Grape Shot targeting our Rotpriest. Looks like they're going to let us. Same targets. And our opponent is getting poisoned out. We did it. No Snuff Outs. Sweet. We've picked up game number 1. Turn 3, not the fastest win, but we are facing a deck with a lot of interaction. I think we likely want to take out Leyline to protect, or bring in Leyline to protect us from discard. Xanad is probably okay here. Against a Force of Will blue deck, I think I want to trim the Summoner's Packs. That brings us down to 61. Maybe shave an Elvish Spirit Guide? Submit. The Leyline of Sanctity ends up being very, very good against the Death Shadow deck because they're a Grief Reanimate Thoughtseize deck, and Grief does nothing if you have a Leyline. I'm wondering if maybe this is wrong. Let's bring these back in. Board out Manamorphose, maybe? Let's try this. I like having more tutors. Like staring at the deck, like having access to Allosaurus Shepherd when we need it, or the Safekeeper seems better than Manamorphose. Good hand. Keep. Leyline of Sanctity. Nice Thoughtseize. Opponent being forced to pass the turn. Wooded Foothills will pass. No need to Green Sun for Dryad Arbor. It's just not what we're looking for here. Suited Delta. They have 6 cards in hand. We drew a Rotpriest. Okay, we'll play the Forest. I think my plan next turn is to play Green Sun Zenith for 1. And we'll just go get maybe a Safekeeper. Wasteland. Okay. Draw. Ponder. I think I'm actually going to pass. I'm going to try to Brainstorm, make sure that I don't get mana screwed out of this game by Wastelands. Play the Brainstorm. Well, we're not losing to Wasteland, that's for sure. Let's get rid of the Lotus Petal and Dryad Arbor. Another Wasteland. In our upkeep, we'll fetch. Grab the Trop. I could have gotten Dryad Arbor there, but if they have a like a Snuff Out, I feel a little bit silly trying to get them to Wasteland to Dryad Arbor. Play a Ponder. Shepherd is a good one. Play the Foothills, and we'll play Shepherd. So we can use the Veil of Summer with Shepherd to protect the Shepherd from Snuff Out, and then all of our spells resolve. Drop down. We pick up a Watery Grave. Fatal Push. We're going to respond to this. Oh, I don't have a green source. Whoops. That's awkward. Apparently, I should have played the Taiga, not the Shock. Or not the Wooded Foothills, I mean. That's a mistake on my part. That just cost us. They have 5 in hand. Green Sun Zenith. Cancel. Green Sun Zenith. 4-1. We'll get Xanid Swarm. Pass the turn. Okay. Underground Sea. They're sitting on 5 cards in hand. Could use a Storm spell. Hiya. Play Rotpriest. We'll pass. We have 43 cards left in our deck, so we've had a lot of opportunities to find the Storm spell between Ponder and Brainstorm and other things, but we just haven't. They still have 5 in hand. There we go. Swing. Trigger. So they get 1 poison counter, and then we'll cast Brainstorm. Unfortunate. We should get rid of 1 Veil of Summer here. And then let's Greenstone for 1 to shuffle for the Brainstorm. So I could get a Rotpriest, I could get Sylvan Safekeeper. Let's grab a Safekeeper. And they just conceded the match. Nice. Too strong. We are 1-0 to start off this league with Toxic Storm. Moxfield.com is the easiest way to build a Magic deck online. They support over 30 formats, including Legacy and many other Eternal formats. There are so many options to view decks the way that you want, from text view to individual cards, mana value, and even card price. There's also light mode and dark mode. My personal favorite feature is card tags. This way you can sort cards by function. Moxfield supports collection tracking, Scryfall search, decklist feedback, and so much more. Follow me on Moxfield.com so you can stay updated on all of my decks. Match number 2, our opponent has revealed a Yorion Sky Nomad. This hand is able to get the Rotpriest. We have a Grape Shot. It's just slow. I'm not sure. I think we can do better. I guess we'll keep this in bottom of Grape Shot. Yorion would typically tell me Death and Taxes, and that's what this looks like. Okay. Ground Rift was a huge draw. We're going to get a basic forest and Green Sun Zenith. We'll grab the Dryad Arbor. If we can draw into Lotus Petal, we might have a turn 2 win. We're hoping for no turn 2 Thalia. Esper Sentinel, okay. Interesting they didn't put that into play off Vial. Another Summoner's Pact. So if we draw a land off the Manamorphose, it does it. Land or Lotus Petal. Green. Red? Okay. Summoner's Pact. Grab a Rotpriest. Summoner's Pact. Grab Rotpriest. Play Rotpriest. Rotpriest. If they have a Solitude, we're dead here. Ground Rift. Save targets. Hey, we got there. Love to see it. We're going to want to bring in these Slaughter Packs now. We don't need the Elsaur Shepherd. We can get rid of that. The Veil of Summers are also not very good here. So we have 2 cards, or 2 slots we can use to bring in. We could bring in Xanid Swarm, which seems a little bit odd, but it does help us beat Solitude, Swords, that sort of thing. Other alternatives would be like Force of Vigor. Could also check their hand with Surgical. I think I'm okay with the actually, hold on. We want the Force of Vigors for Deafening Silence. Alright, so I submitted with 2. Let's see if we can find room for a third. Too late. We're only playing 2. They kept 7. I think we're going to keep this. It has lands that we can play through Thalia or whatever. Maybe I'm wrong, and that we should have shipped it. There's the Deafening Silence. Okay, we'll pass. There's the Esper Sentinel. Into Vial. Taiga. Pass the turn. The swing will go to 19. Thalia. We're not looking good here. Draw. That is a Slaughter Pact. We need to draw a Force of Vigor. And a Storm Spell. So we're multiple pieces away. We do have the card Brainstorm in our deck. We're taking 3. Another Deafening Silence. Please? We'll pass. You might have been thinking, Bryant, why not go get Dryad Arbor and block the Thalia? Thalia has first strike. Although, now that I've drawn 4 lands, maybe I should try to block the Esper Sentinel. Move to blocks. No, I've been a Ganjoed. Oh, I turned on a dead card. You got me. Let's fetch. Oh, your last card is Aven Mind Sensor? Oh, it's Containment Priest. Sure. We'll grab Trop. So that does shut off our Green Sun Zenith. Go to our turn. Ponder. I'll fetch. Pay 3 for this Ponder, so 1 for the Thalia attacks and 1 for the Esper Sentinel. Unfortunately, we're not allowed to keep any of those. We'll get rid of a Lotus Petal. Maybe I should have gotten rid of the Zenith. That was dumb. Because I don't think I'm going to have the resources to kill the Containment Priest. Okay. We have to draw the... one of the 2 copies of Force of Vigor now. They put Yorion into their hand. That didn't do it. Okay, game 3. Let's bring in that 3rd Force of Vigor. I'm going to shave 1 Green Sun. They're a little bit slow in this matchup. On the play for game 3. I guess we keep. Grab a basic so I don't lose the Wasteland. Play the Rotpriest, pass. Into Deafening Silence. Not awkward. Swing 1. Land 2. Thalia, you, I don't like you. I think we're supposed to sit. Draw another Rotpriest. We'll pass after that. Skyclave. That's a bummer. So they'll get 2 poison counters here. Oh no, they don't, because it's not a spell, it's only an ability. My bad. Misspoke. Draw. I think we have to pass here. They have 5 in hand. We're taking 4. No blocks. Stoneforge Mystic. They grab a Cauldra. On their end step, we will blow up this Deafening Silence. Unfortunately, we have to pitch the Summoner's Pact. Draw. So I can Slaughter Pact the Thalia, paying the 1 green. That just doesn't do it, though. Even if I pondered into a land, the Ground Rift isn't lethal. I think I just have to pass here, unfortunately. Maybe I was supposed to wait on the Force of Vigor and I got too impatient. Swords to Plowshares. Bummer. Yep. I think we're dead. I would need like a Miracle Brainstorm at this point. Yep, we're dead. Okay. Bummer. We're 1-1. Looking to make playing your favorite combo deck much easier? Look no further than the Epic Storm Mini Token Combo Pack, which is available at theepicstorm.com/shop for $14.99. This combo token pack comes with 84 double-sided tokens. That includes our classic Storm and mana tokens, as well as fan favorites such as Goblins, Squirrels, and Slime Time Live. But that's not all. We've expanded this token pack to cover a variety of formats with new tokens. Stop on by theepicstorm.com/shop and make an easy decision to elevate your combo game. Match 3, we're on the play against Strauss Daddy, who exclusively plays Maverick. So, like Death and Taxes, but a little bit different. Here we have a hand with double Spirit Guide. We have the Storm spell already. I don't love this, but I think it's acceptable. We'll play turn 1 Misty, pass the turn. Wooded Foothills. Or a Taiga. Soul Guide Lantern. Are you actually on Painter here? I think I'm just going to take the draw step. Well, that was a good one. Okay, so we'll play Taiga. Pitch a Spirit Guide. Let's Manamorphose. Blue. Green, I guess. Brainstorm. We've played a land, so we can get rid of the Trop. If I play Rotpriest, Ground Rift, that is lethal. Fetch. Pitch the Spirit Guide. Play Rotpriest. Rotpriest. Ground Rift. Okay, triggers are now on the stack. Same targets. Hit the F6 key and this should do it. Boom, turn 2. Likely don't need the Veil of Summers. We can board those out. Probably don't need the Shepherd either. Force of Vigor, Slaughter Pack. Those are things we want. Once again, I think I'm going to board out 1 copy of Green Sun Zenith. Game number 2, we've opened up a pretty solid hand. We will keep. Opponent mulligans to 5. The opponent on 5 cards here. Turn 1's Windswept Heath. I believe if we draw a Summoner's Pact, we have a theoretical turn 1. Green Sun Zenith for Dryad Arbor. Come on, Summoner's Pact. Brainstorm. So we have ESG into Tinderwall into Manamorphose. And then Brainstorm leaves me at 2 mana between the land drop and the 1 floating. I think we're supposed to just play Dryad Arbor pass. Dueling Arbors. Urza's Saga. Sylvan Library. They have Taiga up. Okay, well, we would have had the turn 1 if we went for it. Tinderwall. Sacrifice Tinderwall, we'll play Manamorphose. Green, blue. Brainstorm. Get rid of the land. And Brainstorm? Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out if I can get a Sylvan, and I don't think I can. We'll fetch. Grab Volcanic. Exile, exile. Or can I? So Green Sun for 1 is 2 mana, 3 mana, 4 mana. I'm 1 mana short. Summoner's Pact. Grab a Rotpriest. Play Rotpriest. Rotpriest again. Green Sun for 0. Ground Rift. We got there. Back-to-back turn 2s. Pretty sweet. Round 4 coming up in just a moment. If you're still watching, make sure to give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. While you're near the description, here's a reminder to use our affiliate links if you're going to make a purchase from Amazon, Card Hoarder, or TCG Player. Just above those affiliate links, you'll find our social channels. Make sure to join those to connect with us. Match 4, we're facing a new writer for the Epic Storm, Oliver Everhard on the Epic Storm. We're on the draw, making this kind of brutal. Summoner's Pact is not very good when your opponent's deck has Orm's Chant in it. Okay. Draw. Basic Forest. I think we're supposed to just play the Venerated Rotpriest. Pass the turn. Fetches with Mire. Grabs a Badland, so not a white source. Okay. Draw. Player Wooded Foothills. Let's cast Brainstorm. Get rid of the forest. Get rid of the Summoner's Pact. I just don't think we're allowed to actually cast that card. Ponder. So if I were to keep this, we could put Ponder on the bottom, Morphos on top, pitch Spirit Guide. It's +3 Storm. I think we're actually just supposed to shuffle. We will go to combat. Swing 1. Pass the turn. They use the Mire. The Lotus Petal. Alright, so it looks like they might be passing after this Lotus Petal. Interesting. Another Spirit Guide. Let's start off by attacking with 1. Brainstorm. Spell number 1. Okay. Put 2 Grape Shots on top. Play Sylvan Safekeeper. Venerated Rotpriest. So if they want to silence me, now is the time. And they do. We're forced to pass the turn. We have Grape Shot on top, so next turn we can Grape Shot plus Ground Rift. Okay. Into Ad Nauseam. Ooh. They already have 2 relays down, we're dead here. Wishclaw looks good. Lines of Diamond. Into Echo. Alright, we can concede here. We're dead. We're definitely interested in Leyline of Sanctity. It stops Orm's Chant. It doesn't stop Silence. And then we want Xanid Swarm. Force of Vigor is also pretty good. We probably want those. I think we're just trying to be the control deck. Get rid of Veilsaur Shepherd. Get rid of Safekeeper. We're at 69 cards. What to do here? I think we can probably get rid of the Dryad Arbor. I think we can get rid of the Summoner's Pack package. And Green Sun Zenith. It's just really clunky. We'll try this out. On the play for game 2. Sure, we'll keep Leyline of Sanctity. Volcanic Island into Ponder. Xanid Swarm Surgical. I don't hate those. Scalding Tarn. Volcanic Island. Well, Oliver, mine's better. It's just a fact. Main phase Brainstorm pass. So I'm going to take the shields down here and... I mean, I could just wait a turn. No, I'm going to play the Xanid. I might regret it, but I'm going to play it. Land 2 and another Brainstorm. Okay, they're passing. Take a draw. Rotpriest. Like to see that. Go to combat. Swing. We'll play the Rotpriest. Pass the turn. Oliver fetches with the Bloodstained Mire. Grabs Badlands, so not concerned with white cards at the moment. Or they just have Plateau. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Natural Peer into the Abyss. Ah, geez. Yep. That's a Peer. No, there's no point in Surgicaling at any point in that sequence. It just doesn't make sense. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. Mox Opal. Mishra's Bauble. Another Opal. Chrome Mox. The Imprint of Burning Wish. Rite of Flame. Cast another Brainstorm. Sure thing. This could be a reasonable surgical target. I think we're supposed to let it go. Lotus Petal. Wishclaw Talisman. Mishra's Bauble. They activate Wishclaw. Okay. Another Dark Ritual. And another Wishclaw. Burning Wish number 3. They grab Echo of Aeons. So there's only one Burning Wish left in their deck for them to try to win with. And they discard Prismatic Endings. So they do have Ending in their deck. We will remove Lion's Eye Diamond. Okay. And then Veil of Summer. Let's Brainstorm in case I hit Surgical. Maybe that's wrong. Let's just let it go. Because if I draw Brainstorm off this, I actually get to see more cards. So now they have the mana to... Well, they did before the Brainstorm. 2 Prismatic Ending the Leyline. Okay. So Opal... 4 mana. They're tapping Claw, going down to 5 mana. I'm going to Brainstorm in response. We did not hit. Okay, ad nauseam happens. They're at 6. 3. They have a Peer in their deck that they could have flipped, and they didn't. Dark Ritual. So now they're dead to any 2-drop. That is, unless Peer's already in their hand. Wishclaw. They have some mana. Brainstorm. Chrome Mox. And Prince and Orm's Chant. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Rite of Flame. It looks like they found the 4th Burning Wish plus Silence. That's what they need here. They need another red. Chrome Mox. Prince Brainstorm. They cast another Brainstorm. Leyline was enough to keep me alive. Love to see it. I think we just resubmit. We need another green card, but this hand is very good. Keep. We are definitely taking the combo control route in the matchup. Oliver mulligans to 5. Leyline. 3 seems to be the perfect number. You open it up 100% of the time. The Lotus Petal, and then they pass. We're going to ponder here looking for a green card. Put the Rotpriest on top and we'll draw the Spirit Guide. If we have to pitch a green card, we'd rather pitch Spirit Guide than the Rotpriest. Scrubland. Wishclaw. We don't want to Force of Vigor when our opponent has an open mana. Fetch. We'll grab Taiga. Play the Rotpriest. Pass the turn. I could have main phased, destroyed both of those. Maybe I should have. They Brainstorm. Mox Opal. 2 cards in hand. Rite of Flame. Looks like they have it. Okay. Incoming ad nauseum. I probably could have used my Force of Vigor at a better time. This is not looking very good for them. They did hit a pair of petals. No lines at Diamond. Another Burning Wish. Opal. Throw Mox. Rite of Flame, they're at 2. They stop at 2. Underground Sea for turn. Opal. So I'm going to Surgical Lotus Petal here. Teach Oliver a lesson about sequencing. Okay. You may have a Lotus Petal. I'm sorry, a Mox Opal. Throw Mox. And Prince Thoughtseize. 2 mana. For a Wishclaw Talisman. We're going to respond to that. Force of Vigor these 2 artifacts. And then we can hit the F6 key. I believe we get to win with just Wishclaw for Grape Shot here. Attack for 1. I am the aggro deck. Activate Claw. The disrespect to Oliver here. Storm 1, Grape Shot. Boom! 3-1 over the Epic Storm. Clearly, this is the better combo deck in Legacy. I mean, there's just evidence. I don't know what else to say here. Match number 5 coming up in just a second. With Card Hoarder, renting your favorite combo deck has never been easier. There isn't a more affordable solution for Magic Online. Want to play the deck in this video? Check out the pinned comment below to easily rent the deck from Card Hoarder. Did you know you can rent the Epic Storm from Card Hoarder for as little as 7 tickets a week? We've made it simple to do so by including a button to rent the entire deck at theepicstorm.com/decklist. The 5th and final match, we are on the play. I don't think we're allowed to keep this. This is a weird one. So the Green Suns doesn't really do anything here. I think we're going to get rid of that, and we'll just play Volcanic Island pass. The Summoner's Pack can get a Simian Spirit Guide, Bloodstained Mire, Lotus Petal. They are fetching. Mountain. Is this Painter? Oh, it's the Epic Gamble. Sure. Come on, deck. Give me a good card here. Another Summoner's Pack, maybe? Land. I think we should start just by casting Manamorphose. We'll do red-green. Okay. Now we just need 1 more mana or another Summoner's Pack to win. Red-green. That doesn't do it. Please, deck. Green... Green, because if I hit any mana source in the deck, we could also get Tinderwall. Bummer, we have to pass now. I was never making blue there, so drawing the Brainstorm is just kind of bad luck. Rite of Flame. Oh, it's actually Ruby Storm. Okay. Take a draw. Brainstorm. Looking for mana. We did not find it. Bummer. Get rid of this Veil of Summer. This is so embarrassing. Just could not find mana this game. I think we just have to hope that our opponent can't kill us. I don't think we necessarily need to show our opponent what we're doing here. So I'm going to grab a Tinderwall and then not give them all the information. Just in case we die. Yep. We need to hope that they brick. 4 mana. Seething Song, not likely at this point. Jessica's Will into triple mana. Alright, is the last card in your hand a payoff? Pass the turn. pass the turn. Come on. Another ruby medallion. They're playing the Rite of Flame, the Seething Song. What is it? You're killing me here. Galvanic Relay. Okay. That is not the action spell we cared about. I believe we get to win now. Draw. Who doesn't want a third copy of Summoner's Pact? Grab a Venerated Rotpriest. Again, we'll play Summoner's Pact and a Venerated Rotpriest. Green. Green. From 4. Just because we can, we'll cast this Summoner's Pact. Let's grab an Elvish Spirit Guide. Pitch that Spirit Guide. Just because I can. And Ground Rift. This will do. Sweet. Alright, we're facing Ruby Storm. We probably want Force of Vigor. The Ley Lines. I don't hate the Endurance. We don't need Veil of Summer. We don't need the Shepherd. We don't need Sylvan Safekeeper. I feel like Green Sun's really slow in this matchup. Maybe board out one of those. So then the question becomes, do you board out 3 Zenith for 3 Surgical? Surgical is a free Storm. And then we could take out the Arbor for... Maybe we just leave the Arbor. Leave in 1 Green Sun, I guess. Try this out. Pitches to Force of Vigor. This isn't a turn 1, is it? It's from 3. It's not a turn 1, but if we draw another Lotus Petal, it is. Or an Elvish Spirit Guide or a Summoner's Pact. Opponent mulligans to 5. I believe Manamorphose also makes this a turn 1, so 4 Spirit Guide, 4 Summoner's Pact, 4 Manamorphose, 3 Lotus Petals. That's 15 hits that I can think of off the top of my head. Tinderwall, that's 16. Mountain. Rite of Flame. Manamorphose. And they're passing. Come on, deck. Bummer. I mean, we have a turn 2. I'm not going to complain about having a turn 2, but it would have been cool to turn 1. Should have gotten a Taiga there. It's fine. I should have been Taiga, though. Taiga cast Ground Rift. That's really the reason why. Draw. Manamorphose. Play the Manamorphose. Red. Another Rotpriest. Make a green. Play the Rotpriest. Give our opponent a whole bunch of Infect. Save targets. We got a 4-1. Pretty awesome. Let's go back and look at the deck list. So I think that this deck list was fine. A 4-1 in a Legacy League is cool. Like, whatever. I think that the Green Suns package is probably too slow. It felt really awkward most of this league. I'm not really sure what I would replace it with, but I didn't love these 5 cards. I thought the rest of the deck was fine. I love Summoner's Pact. It's just Green Sun's really clunky. So it's good against slower decks, but the slow decks are all Initiative or Thalia decks, or is it Murktide? I guess that's Modern. Is it Delver? I'm sorry. I've been playing a lot of different formats recently. But like Daze, Wasteland, Thalia, it's just not really good against anything and against its like lands. I just think that this card is kind of aged poorly and we should be looking for something else. That's my 2 cents. And why not? Let's open these up, see what we got here. We opened up a Grief, a weird Cat Knight that I've never seen before from Phyrexia Commander. Grief is kind of cool though, and 70 play points. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a terrific day and keep storming. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.